Welcome everybody. Thank you all so much for being here. This is the first time that I came back on an early morning. I'm gonna try to make it a habit again of doing a morning session and the evening session as well. Unfortunately, Erica had to get to work this morning, so she won't join us for this one. But later on at 4:30 California time, I will be having a sort of journaling session. I'm going to talk to you all about my journal and how I journal, and if it's helpful to you at all, I would if it's helpful to you at all, then I'd be really happy with that. Some of you have already expressed that you're excited about it, and I hope that it leads somewhere positive. Thank you so much for those of you who joined me on the other channel, Life of a Stoic, or I don't know what I'm gonna call it. I was gonna call it Life of a Stoic, or the Stoic Dad Show, or something like that, but it might just be the Tower of Torres. And in that channel, I'm going to just pretty much take you all on my journey, on my growth journey. I have a lot to go, by the way. Like, I have a lot of growth that I still need to embark in, and I'm going to perhaps document it because I'm pretty sure it's going to be helpful to so many people, to watch me be such a baby in life still, even though I'm almost 40. Yeah, I'd like to take you on that journey, and maybe it'll hold me accountable to change a couple of things that I want to change in my life, like quitting soda, for example. I drink a lot of soda, not a lot, not like crazy like I used to when I was younger, but I still do drink too much. I think I could do without it. I want to quit it altogether, but I think it'll hold me accountable. Oops, I'm trying to remove the plastic thing. Okay, so yes, is it Tessel V Mart? Hi. Hi to everyone out there in London, UK. Blessed today, and yes, let's see here we go. We got Rusty in the house. We got Liz Rhodes. We got Scott. Let's see, Cubing Lab. Ashley Torres. What's up? Haven't seen you in a while. Welcome back. Or maybe I just haven't been paying attention to the chat like I used to. John Whitworth, thanks. I got your email. I will be giving you a call later on so you can help me out with that folder thing you said. Carrie H, hi. Say hi to Jamie for me, please. Deborah, and I got Jamie's message also. Carrie H, very sweet girl, very sweet girl, and I'm excited to see where she's going with her music. Mia Moreno in the house. We got Cheryl Mark, Aaron Kerrigan. It's starting right now. We're starting it soon. I'm not gonna waste too much time. I got a lot of things to do today, including 2 lives. So I'm gonna do actually 3 lives. Later on, I'm gonna do the journaling, and then we're gonna cover Canyons by Corey Asbury, and I'm going to tag him like I did last time in hopes that he'll join us again in the live chat. That would be a real treat. So you don't want to miss that. Let's see. All right, so let's get my face in the picture here. Hello. So we're gonna do Canyons. Yeah, we're gonna do Canyons later. So I'm gonna do the journaling session. Is gonna be at 4:30. I'm gonna try to keep that short. I'm gonna try to keep it maybe half an hour to 45 minutes max, so I can have a little break and then come back live at 6. So yeah, I'm gonna come back around 6 p.m. California time. So I am going to, yes, the live is going to be chat. The chat is going to be live. I'm going to, like I said, I'm gonna tag him, and as soon as I'm done here, as soon as I'm done with this one, I'm gonna make a post for it on Instagram, and I'm gonna do a countdown, and then I'm going to tag him on it. He usually will reply to me and will say, hey, thanks man for doing it, and then he'll probably share it on his page, and then he'll more than likely join us. Hopefully he's not gonna be busy later to join us. If not, that's cool. We'll do more. He's got more songs coming out in his album. He's got an album coming out on the 31st, so maybe this will be the beginning of us just covering that entire album. So I'm on the low side. Okay, let me turn this music off. Boom, done. Apologies. I still am getting used to regulating the sound here. Let me pause that music. Shout out to Jose who provided that track, JM. Even though he hasn't subscribed. If you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button right now. Don't hit it, tap it, whatever your method is, and then hit the bell notification so that you can be notified when I post. Now, I got a question. I posted this last night. The announcement to this post, I posted it last night. If you got a notification from YouTube that I was going live, can you just give me like a hands up or say I got a notification? If you didn't, say didn't get notified, or just say not me, so that I know. Yeah, don't hit it or you might break your phone. That's right, Ashley. Smash that button. Smash that like button. Okay, cool. So you did. Awesome. Cool. So maybe it just depends on what time I make the announcement. Maybe it takes a few hours for YouTube to be like, didn't get one. Okay. For those of you who didn't get one, can you please double check to make sure that you have the bell notification on my channel? Because that might be a reason. If everybody else is getting it, that just might be a reason, or who knows? We'll figure it out. Okay, good. So I'm figuring it out as I'm going. So thank you for the feedback. All right. So what we're looking at today, we're going to be looking at Shane and Shane's Psalm 91. Yesterday, on our way out, I asked you all to pray for peace over my house and for peace over my family, and I asked you all to pray for protection of my family. Should the person I've had issues with, should he think of retaliating in some weird way, because he may be almost approaching 60, but mentally and emotionally we're dealing with like a 12 or 14-year-old, and some of you mentioned Psalm 91. And so I looked up, Shane and Shane has a Psalm 91, and we are going to listen to that today. This is not a blocked party. You're going to be able to hear this. So let me turn up my volume to a good, I don't know, we'll do 8.6. There it is. So I want to take a listen to this and see what Shane and Shane's version of this sounds like. I'm going to be listening to a live version, okay? Because I just love live versions. You already know why. It's one thing. When you're going into the studio, you plan, okay, this is what it's going to sound like. It's very planned and very structured. And if there's something that doesn't sound like it, you just re-record it until it sounds like you want it to sound. And then you edit certain things in post and then add little things to it, like fix any imperfections in the voice or anything in the drums that was missing. You can add a crash afterwards. You can do all kinds of stuff. But when it's live, you just get it. You get what you get, right? And sometimes I like hearing imperfections in performances, like bad notes, or rarely hear bad notes from a lot of the musicians that I'm hearing here. But I love hearing little things. I love picking out little things. All right. So without further delay, I'm gonna grab my headphones, my red headphones. The link I think is in the description down below to these headphones, if you're interested in getting a pair. There's also a coupon code. It's my name, Leonardo Torres, with no space. Leonardo Torres straight out, and you get 10% off of the headphones if you order them through that company. All right. So without further delay, here is Shane and Shane, Psalm 91 live. It starts with an ah.
Oh, you who dwell in the shelter of the Lord, who abide in His shadow for life.
Wow.
Say
guitar
to
on this side.
the Lord, my rest,
Sound effects, beautiful in this.
my rock in whom I trust. And He raise you up on eagle's wings.
stop doing the palm mute. That's beautiful. If you dedicate this to someone, please mention them in the comments, in the links, or in the comments down below if you're watching this after the live is over. Subscribe on your way out, Jose. Got that big giant throne. That's of his voice that comes back in really soft. Beautiful. Oops, sorry. I'm sorry for your loss, Joy Smith. Oh, the violins here are beautiful. Gentle drop, just like placing you gently, nice and safe and secure. That's so wonderful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Shane and Shane. The harmonies are so beautiful. The voices are incredible. The guitar. Somebody mentioned that the guitar is unpredictable, but it's beautiful all the time. I really wish that he would have kept doing that palm mute because it added, no, but I guess he wanted a softer vibe than that. So I guess I get why. He probably practiced it like that every once in a while. It came out for a second there, and then he was like, oh wait, no, that's too intense. I need to soften it a little bit. So then it was a little soft, a little softer. Wow, this is great. This is great. The lyrics, I already know. I read Psalms 91. I don't know if I mentioned. I think I did mention yesterday that I had when I'm thinking about my family and when I'm thinking about the things that we're going through, sometimes I'll grab this Bible that Hillsong United sent or Hillsong Church sent me. It's called it says the Word on the outside, and it's got some beautiful pictures on it, and it's got some beautiful typography, some phrases here, and the most beautiful images. It's a really nice Bible. Talks about I haven't looked at much at these. I took a glance at the photos because I'm a photographer, so I'm into photography. I don't know if I can call myself a photographer, but I'm into photography, and so it caught my attention. But what I do is I will think about something that I need guidance in, or that I need a little bit of input in, and I pretty much just ask the Great Spirit to push all of my thoughts, all of my thinking aside, and to guide my finger into something that's helpful. And I will I need to be absolutely still, and I'll just let my fingers just open up a place, and I don't just drop my finger randomly because that's me, moving my finger. But I will move my hand a little bit, and then where I feel okay, there, boom, I'll drop it, and it's it'll say, I'll get the message. And the other day, I was thinking about my house, and it led me to Psalms 91, and it was that first verse, literally those first 4 lines, and it was amazing. And then somebody brought that up in the chat yesterday when I asked for protection, and it was just so it it just shows me, at least for me, it just tells me that the Great Spirit is guiding me in the right path, and then also because a lot of people, I get a lot of messages where people, are you sure that it's God that you're listening to? Are you sure that it's not some demon spirit or something like that? And I said, like, I don't listen to those spirits, right? But this is also like, not that I doubt it, because I don't doubt it, but this is also just like an added like confirmation that the guiding voice is definitely a positive one, and it is one that means to lift me and not to destroy me. So that's where I am with Psalm 91, or that's where I am spiritually. So quick announcement before I get to the rating. Later on, so right now it's 10:20 for me. 10 or 10. It's gonna be 10:30. So 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. So in 6 hours, whatever time that is for you, at 4:30 California time, I'm gonna come back on another live, and I'm going to be talking about journaling. And if you want to join me with journaling, you're gonna need a sketchbook, or if it's blank. Today I'm gonna be working with a blank book. But it can be lined or dotted if you want. Have a black pen or a blue pen, depending on your choice of your preferred color, and then have a pen that's a completely different color. So like I choose red, so I do red and black. You can have like pink and blue or whatever you'd like. What else? And then if you have any of these Crayola markers with this type of tip, like this, that would be very useful, because we're just gonna be highlighting with it. Or you can have a highlighter if you want as well. Okay, whatever your choice is. And then if you want, like, have another marker or another, like a brush pen, I use the Tombow pens. Those are my favorite to use. They're my absolute favorite pens. Tombow, it's a brush pen. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, these are my favorite Japanese pens. That's gonna be for writing the date. So I'm gonna show you how I journal, and we're gonna take the Bruce Lee approach. Whatever's useful, take it. Whatever's not, discard it. But we're gonna be talking about that. So okay, so it's gonna be at 4:30 p.m. for my time. Okay, California time. So in 6 hours from now. Let's see. Okay, so let's get to the rating. The rating. Okay, so lyrically, obviously, it's gonna be 5 Archies. We're gonna give this song five Archies for sure. I'm sorry, but my Crayola markers are only for arbitrary coloring on walls. Yeah, that's what Crayola markers were made for, right? And for writing on your hands and your shirt and the sheets while you're at it. But okay, so, and then music definitely. I'm gonna give this music. I'm gonna give it 10 Archies. They get the extra because they just know how to layer every sound. You listen to that song again with headphones, and you'll see that they have that awe that a lot of Christian artists start with. It's like they're setting the space for the music. Then you have a nicely layered piano in there. The guitar strumming is very, even though it's live, they make it so that you can hear it only on one side. You hear like arpeggios, like finger picking on one side, and the other one you hear like the other guitar strumming. So they layer everything beautifully. And then that rumbling, like that giant drum, right? That's rumbling, boom. It's just beautiful. It's a beautiful touch. So that's why their music gets 10. Deborah asks, "How's your mom today, Leo? Hope she's feeling better." She's feeling better as we go along. She says, she says to me, "I feel good as long as I don't see him, but I'm trying my best to prepare her for seeing him so that she doesn't freeze, because my mom doesn't do well under pressure, especially after having spent 30 years under his his talons. So she freezes up. She does fight or flight. My mom chooses freeze. She freezes, and sometimes she makes bad decisions, like letting him into the house the other day, because she just figures if he breaks down this door, it's gonna be worse. So I might as well just open the door for him, and maybe he'll calm down. And so it's kind of rough, but I'm working on it. I'm gonna be talking about. I'll talk about it more. But she's doing well. I think last night maybe she didn't sleep well because she woke up a little grumpy this morning. But don't we all, right? I'm just gonna do my best. So, all right, everybody. So I'm gonna get going on with my day because I just realized I have 6 hours to do a lot of things that I need to get done for my trip that I'm taking with Erica tomorrow. We're going out of town. We're going out to the desert. Oh, but which reminds me, I have a a special image that somebody made for La Familia. You don't want to miss it. So join me at 4:30. I'm gonna share it for the first time at 4:30 with you all. It's a beautiful image somebody made. Pam had a friend design just this beautiful photo for La Familia, and I'm gonna share it all with you all. You don't want to miss it. So, all right. So I'll see you in 6 hours. Everybody, please remember to spread love, spread peace, spread kindness, be kind to each other. And I want you to all to practice that. So if we can all practice right now as we're leaving, practice being grateful for something. So mention something that you're grateful for today, or something that even if you're having a bad morning, even if your day started off with something horrible, even if your day has something bad in store for you today, meaning that you have to do something you don't want to do, but it has to be done. Please just say thank you. Thank the Great Spirit or God. Thank God for the opportunity to practice being awesome, practice being stronger. Be thankful for the opportunity to work on your on your patience, or for the opportunity to work on on your strength, and for being brave. Maybe what you need today requires you to be brave. Maybe there's something you're facing requires you to be patient. Whatever it is, just show some kind of gratitude. If you start your mornings with that attitude of gratitude, you can turn your day around. I've done it plenty of times. Maybe you're grateful for the cheesy dad jokes that I say from time to time. Maybe you're grateful because the Great Spirit loves you as He finds you. Or maybe you decided to take a little step away from your faith, and somehow the Great Spirit chased you and brought you back. Yeah, Mia Moreno says that she starts her day off with worship music. It sets her mindset to praise Him before the world starts. I like that. The world starts. Brenda D, don't miss out the journaling session I'm gonna have later on, because I'm gonna share with you just the way that I have my conversations through journaling, actually, with the Great Spirit, and just the amazing value that journaling has had with learning to quiet down my internal voice, and learning to bring it to so silent, so quiet, to make it so quiet that all I can hear is the great I am, or the Great Spirit, or God as you call Him, or the Father, or maybe even Jesus. I'm not sure if that would be the same, but I want to say that I'm really grateful for all of you all. I haven't had breakfast, so that's why my words are all mixed up. But I'm really grateful for all of you. because all of you have made this space. It's not my space. This is our space, and all of you have made this space so comfortable for me to be open and for me to speak openly about where I am spiritually. I didn't think that it was going to lead to this, but I'm grateful. I'm really grateful that you all have been so welcoming and so kind to me and so supportive. I will leave before my journaling session. I promise you, I will. I've got 6 hours to do so much, and today I'm like super focused. I'm hyper focused. I am hydrating. I took a big old gulp of water right now, right before I started talking and talking to you about that. So please join me at 4:30. So that's in 6 hours. At 4:30, join me for the journaling session. It's gonna be all improvised. I don't have anything planned. I'm just gonna share with you openly how I journal. I'm gonna show you my setup. If it works for you, use it, or try it for a week. Try it for a week and see how it works out for you. It's gonna be awesome because I'm gonna show you just how flexible it is, because it's not the same for me all the time. Sometimes I just journal something simple. Sometimes it's very detailed and very complex depending on what I'm going through. And so I'll just walk you through my process, and then you all figure out what works for you. All right, everybody. So I'm gonna go grab something to eat and get some things done. I appreciate you all so much. Have a wonderful 6 hours until I see you again.